let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Steady as she goes, another par, and still even for the round. So they'll tap in. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Headed for the bunker. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. And setting up here in the rough. Generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a green side bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. That was not a very good read right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. One under for the round. Just a couple of feet. Good putt. And now 1 under par. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of the green makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss this green, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful. hazard?
Maybe wet.
This has to go in the hazard.
He needs to get up. Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
Now on to his 3rd shot after the last one went into the water. Well, that's how it's done. The approach shot is within 10 feet and another good look. Well, she's firing on all cylinders right now, has really played mistake-free golf. It has been a pleasure to watch. This one just requires a little bit of focus. So with that, the score is now at even par. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. And with that, 1 under par. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9. Nice.
Looks good. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Frank, as we look at the approach here at the 9th, what do you think the best play is?
Well, unless you've laid up off the tee, Rich, you're only going to have a short shot into this green. You don't have to loft it too high. You can use the full length of the green. So something coming in a little bit lower and bouncing towards the flag is probably the best play.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. Frank, that looked good to me. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. It's no snack, though.
Just has the field today. She'll be happy with par here. Solid par to remain 1 under. Frank, you and I have covered golf around the world.